All right, guys, so what do you get when you take a PSA dagger and this awesome kit from Meta Tactical? Let's check it out. All right, so we all know what the Palmetto State Armory dagger is about by now, but maybe we don't know what the heck the Meta Tactical Apex Carbine conversion kit is. So let's check it out. Boom, there it is in all its glory. So this Carbine kit, this is just an accessory. This can be ordered anywhere, not illegal, doesn't do anything crazy. Now, what's cool about this is a full-length rifle in a Carbine style package. So how they accomplish this is with this 16-inch barrel. So if you have a 16-inch barrel, it's not an SBR, it's not illegal in any state, it can be used anywhere. It is simply an accessory kit. Now, what happens is when you get this 16-inch barrel, this 16-inch barrel is packaged into this small Carbine kit, therefore not increasing any of the mass. So it's going to stick out, maybe about 1.5 inches from the end there, and that's your entire package versus having something this size and then a 16-inch barrel. It's going to be much longer. So this accomplishes supreme accuracy with that 16-inch barrel in a very compact setup. So let's go ahead and get the box and everything out of the way, talk about it a little bit more, put it together. All right, so what do you get when you order the Apex kit? Now that's a very important question. So you get the Carbine conversion kit itself, so which is basically the housing. You get your barrel, you get an extra pin and your tool. You get the muzzle device for your 16-inch barrel that does come with a thread protector already on it. And that's what you get. Obviously, you have to have your own pistol, and they do sell these. I got the setup for the PSA dagger. They do make them for Glock, Smith & Wesson, et cetera, et cetera. So there are multiple options out there. Now, that's what you get when you buy the kit. You get the barrel, the muzzle device, an extra pin, and the actual Carbine kit itself. Now, they do offer a multitude of extras that you can order on your own. So what I went ahead and did was got the Glock spare mag grip. So it's a PSA dagger, so it uses Glock mags. So this basically acts as a foregrip, and it holds that spare mag. So pretty awesome. All right, next I got the M-Lock thumb rests and hand stop. So basically on either side, you can put a thumb rest to be able to, when you grab it, have somewhere for your thumb to rest, so it's not creeping towards the end near the muzzle there. And then you have your M-Lock Picatinny accessory rails to add whatever attachment you want to. If it's M-Lock, you can mount it directly. If you have pick attachments, then you can go ahead and use these if you need to. Those guys actually sent that out with the kit for me. And full disclosure, I did not get this sent out to me, but I did get it heavily discounted because I reached out to them and tried to get it for free, and they were like, you're not quite big enough of a channel yet. So, it's all love, it's all good. But they're like, hey, we will give you a pretty nice discount. So I saved quite a few dollars with that hookup. So shout out to Meta Tactical for working with me. And, let's go ahead and talk about how this works. Okay, so you have their proprietary trigger system, and you're like, okay, how does like your weapon go in here? So you have this button back here that breaks open the back. Now, what you need to do is take your slide, you take their barrel, and then you go ahead and put those two together. Can't show it on camera, so I'm just going to step off camera real quick. Okay, so simple as that. You just simply slide the barrel in, use your existing recoil setup, and then that's it. I'm going to go ahead and put my muzzle device on. All right, muzzle device is attached. So there we go. All right, and then you just simply put your handgun together like you normally would. All right, so the old daggy boy is back together. Empty, no mag inserted. We are clear. Go ahead and send it home, and there you have it. All right, so now what do? We're going to take this and we're going to slide it up into this housing right here. And then I'm just going to simply fold this closed. I really wish I could show you this on camera, but there are plenty of videos on it that won't get demonetized because they get paid by sponsors. So trust me, it's pretty easy. All right, so there it is. The dagger is into the housing. Now, how this trigger system works is this trigger is on a bar, and then that bar runs back here, and there's a little pin right here. So I'm going to show you on this side. There's a little pin right here. Go ahead and push that in. And now when you pull this trigger, this bar pulls your dagger's trigger or your Glock or Smith & Wesson, whichever variant you get this for. So I pull this trigger, it pulls the trigger here, and it's all very seamless. So now all I'm going to do is simply snap this closed, and I am ready to go. So you'll see here that your ejection port cover is right here, and then it's got a little deflector here so it doesn't fly up and hit you in the face. So kind of a lot of thought went into it. Stock is adjustable, so pull this lever up, and then you can adjust it wherever you need. That's pretty cool. So one thing to note, if you have your stock collapsed, you can't actuate your slide release, which you really shouldn't need to worry about anyway, but I just wanted to throw it out there that it does cover that in the event, you know, you needed to use it for anything. All right, charging. How do we charge it? So now this right here, see how it racks my slide. So as your slide reciprocates, your rounds eject, next round is put in. So I can throw a mag in here right now, and then that's how I load my weapon system. So you can see this is a very compact package here. Pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and let me move the camera around so we can talk a little bit better. All right, so here we have the Meta Tactical Apex Carbine Kit, and you see how short and compact this can be, but I still have a 16-inch barrel. So this is essentially a full-sized 9mm AR in this tiny little package. So I think that's pretty cool. I think it's awesome, super concealable. This will fit in most backpacks as it is. Doesn't need to fold, doesn't need to do anything. Pull it out, you're ready to go, man. Like, this is super sweet, and I cannot wait to shoot it. All right, so essentially, when I get my spare mag grip put on, it's going to give me like a foregrip right here. So I have something to grip onto. It's going to have a spare mag in it. So once I run dry from the mag here, here's my mag release. And it is ambidextrous in case you have ambidextrous mag drop capability. I don't. So go ahead and drop my mag, grab my spare, slap it in, charge it, and I'm ready to go. So pretty well thought out, I think. You know, for what I'm seeing here, pretty well thought out and well designed. So I'm going to go ahead and get my accessories put on, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. All right, guys, so we got the grip mounted up and we have the thumb rest mounted up. So now when I go to grab it, I got a good firm grip here. My thumb rests perfectly right where it needs to. So that's a solid grip right there. Not going to get ripped from the hands, not going to fall down. It feels really comfortable, like you naturally want to grab it. So a lot of thought went into the ergonomics of this thing. Even the grip itself, where it meets the trigger guard, it is molded to perfectly fit right in place. So you know exactly where it's supposed to go. It just fits really good. And then your thumb naturally rests right there. So pretty cool setup, pretty awesome. All right, so as far as optic goes, I don't want to put a big, huge red dot on this thing. I have plenty of extra rifle sights laying around. However, I wanted to do a pistol dot with a riser mount because I feel like that just kind of fits this package a little bit better than a traditional, bulky red dot. And it'll keep it slim enough to where, again, if I do want to put it into a bag or something, it's not going to get snagged up and, just have this big mass on the top. So go ahead and get this Ridin RMR footprint red dot mounted up. It is on a riser mount here. I can't remember who makes this riser mount. I got it off Amazon, so it's probably a no name. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this mounted up here and we'll come right back. Okay guys, we are back and we have it all together and I think it turned out pretty freaking sweet. So we're gonna talk about what we've got here. So first and foremost, I was gonna run just a regular open emitter red dot from Ridin, their MPRD. However, after reaching out to them, I was able to get them to send me out one of their Ridin 3 Tactics EEDs, and that is their enclosed emitter dot. And I think that that fits with this a little bit better since it is more of a rifle style setup versus just a regular pistol. I did like that. I had an enclosed option, but it is still very compact and small. So ended up getting I believe this is it's either a Monstrum or just a regular, Amazon special riser mount here, and it's for the acro footprint, which is what the 3 Tactics EED relies upon. So that's how it's mounted up there on the rail, not going anywhere. I have some ATI flip-up backup sights, just in the event that anything went down. Do I need all that? Absolutely not. Did I want it? Of course I did. That's why I put it on here. All right, and then I went with a UTG 1-point sling. Now on an AR and any other like real rifle platform, I would never run a 1-point sling. 2-point slings are superior. However, for something like this where I don't have a lot of room to really have that, I felt like it was going to get in the way and be more of a distraction than a tool that would be beneficial. So I went ahead and got the 1-point. If I don't want to use it, it's got a QD mount down here, so I can just rip it right off. However, it is nice if you're like at the range doing stuff, got to reload mags, whatever, just have that 1-point on the body, throw it behind me, and then be able to do what I need to do. Obviously, this is not a combat weapon. I would never take this to war or anything. It's a cool little novelty piece that gives you something to do with your handgun and feels pretty cool. So having that 16-inch barrel is going to be pretty awesome. Now here is that front foregrip magazine holder that I was telling you guys about. So all that's there. The thumb rest again is already there. And that's pretty much all I added to it. So we're going to talk about mags for a second. So all these mags are empty. So this thing, being a PSA dagger, takes Glock 19 mags. So what it looks like is mag here, mag in your pistol. Obviously, I just showed you all the stuff was empty, so don't worry about it. All right, so in real world scenarios, I've got 15. That's 30 rounds right there. Whenever I need to do a reload, drop the mag. We have our little mag release right here. So just drop that, slide the new one in, slide the charging handle back, and we're ready to go back to it. Now, if 15 rounds isn't enough for you because you're used to running your typical rifle setups, then you could run these extendo bad boys, so it doesn't get in the way of your grip at all. It doesn't block anything. Is it a little bit obnoxious? Absolutely. However, you could run that. Still very functional, still does what you need it to do. Swap that, throw the new one in, go to work. I mean, it's very, very feasible. You could do it. Now, do I really like the Bullpup style? No. But again, this is a range toy. It's not a combat gun. I would never use a Bullpup for any real work. However, for around the house, around the farm, something to kind of throw in the back of the side-by-side pickup truck, whatever, I think this is pretty cool to have, man. I mean, I like it. I think it's pretty sweet. And let me know what you guys think. Next video I'll do on this will be at the range, so we'll actually put some rounds through this thing, see how she performs and how she does. I just kind of wanted to give a quick breakdown, how to put everything together, maybe a couple of ideas for how you want to set yours up if you decide to go with this kit. But out of all the kits out there, I think the Meta Tactical one is by far the best. Yeah, they got those other like weird little frame things. I don't like them. I think they suck. This is pretty freaking sweet, and I can't wait to shoot it and try it out on the range. Let me know what you think down in those comments. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Appreciate you watching. Until next time.